Okay, now we need to go ahead and turn this back into the people in Green Top.
Did you have any luck with those raiders?
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? That's the best news I've heard in a long time.
And we also need to get a supply line going out of here. So... Um... What's close? Knowing where they are. County crossing, I guess, will work. And do I have any good weapons for him? Spare sea captain's hat. Need to put that in something. Yeah, at least give him a combat rifle.
Just wanted to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
Because you need a real weapon.
Me? I'm very successful.
You've no idea the relief I feel right now. Those raiders won't be back anytime soon.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't recall whether this settlement has any defense to speak of. It does not, and it's also short on beds. Let's get a turret stand up. Oh, I still don't have gun nut on Mario. I suppose I might ought to look into that one of these days. But that gives us the minimum we need to make... Oh, we need more water. You can fix that.
Farming's as honest.
Where's gunfire coming from? Okay, people seem to be minimally happy. She'll probably just set herself to farming if necessary. There's plenty of plants here. I want to get back to the castle. Okay, during that little break I took the liberty of adding a few more turret stands around. I don't know how well this place will hold up to a determined attack. But let's start one, shall we? Now, if I had a jetpack, it would be possible to get up here without going through the building, but I don't. And Mario's not going to have one anytime soon, so...
Someone there.
Is someone present?
I'll wear your guts around my neck.
You guys play nice together.
Combat initiated.
Take that power really
I've seen
cool.
better days, haven't it?
Time to have a very unproductive conversation with Father.
Shaun.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason.
Not
But
too
now,
surprising.
This just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here.
Well, you're
The
not
only
looking
hope
around.
for humanity lies below.
You know, it's really not as bad as you think it is.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps. But at a cost too great to be worth it. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
No, not really.
They left me on ice. For 60 years.
They did. And for good reason.
Nah, no, I
was
don't
the
think so.
perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject.
And that would be
It
so
only made
helpful when they
sense
woke
that
me
my
up.
parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To
So
not
you
only
had
do
that
so,
done?
but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Mm-hmm. So, you had that done.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it has everything else.
No, the Institute has certainly
Would
corrupted
even
you.
survive? Perhaps most curious to me. Would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
That's all this is to you? All I am to you? Just another experiment?
No, that's not all. But still, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Soon, I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future
don't
which I
sure.
hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
I don't know how to answer this. I'm not going to claim it was... I've done the ambush thing. That doesn't seem to work. I'm going to just go with does it matter? I really don't have a good answer. The Brotherhood of Steel was there in force before I even got there. I don't know what the heck was going on.
We got our asses kicked. Does it matter how?
The chances of failing this mission were so astronomically low that yes, it does matter. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this, they had no way of knowing what was going on.
Well, they must have had some way of knowing because somebody got them there.
For the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which, it's time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Well, that did not go as I thought it would. What to do now? I have some thinking to do. Maybe I'll do a different mission while I'm thinking. In the meantime, y'all have fun playing your own games. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.